Can you talk us through the process of how you became a Thunderbird pilot?
Yeah. So, the Thunderbirds was something that had always intrigued me, but it was one of these things that was really intimidating. I, had seen the demo actually the first time I saw the demo was in pilot training. The Thunderbirds came to Columbus, Mississippi. It was right after graduation. So I was still there. I hadn't moved yet, but I knew I was going to fly F-16s. So I was like, I'm going to go fly that airplane. That in itself is intimidating. And then you watch them fly as fast as they do, as low as they do, as close together as they do. And I was like, that's super cool. But also, like, I could never do that. So for, the next 6 years, it's one of those things that gets brought up in conversation occasionally. And I'm always like listening. Like, there were a couple
Yeah,
people in
there
my
you go.
unit
Yeah.
who had applied. I would ask them questions. There was one guy I knew that got hired that I deployed with. I would ask him questions, but I never told anyone that it was something I wanted to do. And I think a lot of that was like I had a lot of self-doubt about whether I was actually good enough to fly at that level. It's intimidating to watch. So I'm getting to my time in Texas coming to an end. So I'd done 3 years in Japan. I'd done 3 years in Texas. I'm an instructor pilot at this point. I deployed. The summer before that, I had gotten to spend a few months in Poland flying their F-16s and instructing there. And so my confidence and my skill and stuff had built quite a bit from, earlier on. So I see this email that the Thunderbirds are hiring, and it's from Air Force Personnel Center, so AFPC. They send out all sorts of emails from this generic email account with all these different job opportunities.
Right.
I almost never read them. I would usually just delete them because I kind of knew what I was going to do next. So
Yeah.
at that point, I was supposed to leave Texas in, I think, 3 months and go to Holloman Air Force Base in New Mexico, where the F-16 schoolhouse is now, to be an instructor there. So they were already expecting me. I knew what squadron I was going to. Never told my boss in Fort Worth as we talk career planning and goals and all that stuff. I never mentioned the Thunderbirds. So I see this email. Thunderbirds are hiring. It's like last call, applications due next week. Like they probably already sent out 5 emails over the last 3-4 months. And I, of course, didn't read them. So I have this moment where I'm like, this sounds exciting. This sounds like something I've always been interested in, but never really told anyone. And if I'm ever going to do it, I feel like I'm actually at the spot where I could do it now. So I read the requirements. I meet all of them, like the hours, the timing, all that stuff. I go to my boss's office and I'm like, so, sir, I saw that the Thunderbirds are hiring. And he's just like, so do you want to apply? And I'm like, I think so. Like, this was not a military movie moment. I did not like knock on his door, walk in and be like, sir, change of plans. I want to apply to the Thunderbirds. Not like
Yeah.
that at all. I was just like,
Right.
I think so.